This presentation, what changes to the assistance a high school student with a disability is eligible for when they turn 18, is geared for parents who have a high school student who has a disability, high school students who have a disability, and school professionals who work with high school students who have disabilities. It is presented by Granite State Independent Living's Financial Planning and Benefit Services. So what changes at the age of 18 for a high school student who has a disability who is already receiving benefits? At the age of 18, a high school student will no longer be considered a child by Social Security in the state of New Hampshire. They are now considered an adult, and the programs they are eligible for can change, as their eligibility for the benefits they currently receive can end, and they may be eligible for new or different benefits. We will first be talking about Social Security, and then we will be talking about Medicaid. What can change with a high school student's Social Security benefits? First, the definition of an adult with a disability is different than a child with a disability. So does the high school student meet the definition? The definition of an adult with a disability according to the Social Security Administration is: disability means the inability to engage in any substantial gainful activity, SGA, by reason of any medically determinable physical or mental impairment which can be expected to result in death, or has lasted or can be expected to last for a continuous period of not less than 12 months. So why do you need to know this? You need to know the definition of a disability because, like I stated before, the definition of an adult with a disability and a child with a disability, according to the Social Security Administration, is different. So just because you qualified as a child does not mean you're qualified as an adult with a disability. Okay? So what happens at the age of 18 for a high school student who is already receiving Supplemental Security Income, SSI? At the age of 18, you will go through what Social Security calls redetermination. Okay? If you are a student that's already receiving SSI, the month before you turn 18, you will be contacted by Social Security to do a redetermination to see if you meet the eligibility criteria for SSI as an adult with a disability. How may a high school student with a disability be eligible for SSI at the age of 18 if they weren't before? If you are ineligible for SSI under the age of 18 solely because of your parents' income or resources, at the age of 18, parents' income and resources no longer count towards a student's eligibility. Okay? So a student may be eligible now if they were ineligible solely because of the parents' income and resources. What Social Security benefits would a student with a disability be eligible for once they turn 18? Most high school students will be applying for Supplemental Security Income, SSI. There are income and resource limits when applying for SSI, as it is a needs-based program. There is an unearned income limit for a student of $741 per month in 2014. There is a resource limit of $2,000 for a student. However, if a student has a parent who is receiving disability or retirement benefits, or who is deceased and had a work history, they could receive benefits off their parent's record. When applying at the age of 18 or older, Social Security should ask eligibility questions for both programs. Could you receive benefits off a parent's record? If you have a parent that is receiving disability or retirement benefits, or is deceased and had a work history, then you may qualify to receive a cash benefit off their record. This is called a Childhood Disability Benefit, CDB, and is a type of Social Security Disability Insurance, SSDI. You would be receiving SSDI benefits as a disabled adult child. To qualify to receive CDB SSDI, cash benefits off a parent's record, you have to be 18 or over and have become disabled before the age of 22. A student may receive both SSI and CDB SSDI if their CDB SSDI cash benefit is less than the SSI unearned income limit of $741 per month in 2014. How do you apply for Social Security benefits at the age of 18? If you're a high school student who has a disability, okay, you can apply for supplemental security income benefits by filling out the online disability adult report to get the process started. If you do not want to fill it out online, you can call Social Security for an appointment. Your next step is to call either the national number of 800-772-1213, or you can call your local office to set up an appointment. You can find out your local office at www.ssa.gov and put in your zip code, and it will tell you where your local Social Security office is. The appointment can be done by phone or in person. What can change with a high school student's Medicaid benefits when they turn 18? Now, a high school student's children's Medicaid eligibility ends when they turn 19. Okay? So any child who's already on Medicaid is on children's Medicaid, and it will end on their 19th birthday. A student has to apply for Medicaid based on their disability before they turn 19, or they will lose their Medicaid coverage. Okay. So you do have to apply for a new Medicaid program before you turn 19. You can apply for adult Medicaid because a student has a disability up to 3 months before the student turns 18. So you don't have to wait till the student turns 19. You can apply up to 3 months before the 18th birthday. Next, does the high school student meet the definition of an adult with a disability according to New Hampshire's Department of Health and Human Services? The definition, according to the Department of Health and Human Services, of an adult with a disability is be physically or mentally disabled to the extent the individual cannot engage in a substantial gainful employment activity and have a disability that is a condition of physical or mental disease, impairment, or limitation, which is likely to result in death or can be expected to last for a continuous period of not less than 48 months. Okay. Why do you need to know the definition? It's important to know what the state will be looking for as a person with a disability. Also, it's important to note that if you have Social Security because of your disability, it does not mean you qualify for Medicaid, because the definition of a disability is different between the Social Security Administration and the Department of Health and Human Services. What Medicaid programs would a student with a disability be eligible for once they turn 18? The Medicaid programs for a person with a disability are Aid to the Permanently and Totally Disabled, or APTD, Aid to the Needy Blind, ANB, Medicaid for Employed Adults with Disabilities, or MEAD. There are few disability-specific special coverage programs for Medicaid. These are called home and community-based care waivers. There isn't more information on the specifics of each of these programs in the Medicaid presentation. Okay. How do you apply for Medicaid at the age of 18? You can apply for Medicaid by going online at newhampshireeasy.nh.gov, or you can go to DHH's website at www.dhhs.nh.gov/dfa/forms.htm, and you can print out an application. You're looking for Form 800. You can fill it out and you can mail it or bring it to your local Department of Health and Human Service Division of Family Assistance Office once it is complete. You can also go to your local DHH office to receive and fill out an application. If you don't know your local DHHS office, you can go onto their website and put in your location, and they will let you know what office you should go to. After you fill out the application, you will have an interview with a family service specialist at DHHS, and this is where you provide them with the information of proof of income, resources, and any other information they need at that time. You also, because you are applying for programs where you have to have a disability, you will have to fill out a disability form and give them permission to do a disability determination as well. So that's on top of the Form 800. Want more information? Here's how you can get more information. You can view the rest of the videos to learn more. You can contact GSIL for assistance at 877-809-7028 for the Financial Planning and Benefit Services, or www.gsil.org, or benefits@gsil.org is the email address for the Financial Planning and Benefit Services. You can visit New Hampshire Work Incentive Resource Center for more resources at www.nhwirc.org. You can contact Social Security Administration or New Hampshire's Department of Health and Human Services for more details. The website for Social Security is www.ssa.gov. DHHS's website is www.dhhs.state.nh.us. If you are connected with an area agency, mental health center, or vocational rehabilitation, you can contact them for more information and assistance.